Good morning and welcome to Rob Byrd's Moondog Show on Super Hits 103.7 Cozy FM. I'm your host, Rob Byrd. We are truly honored to bring to you the people and places of Southwest Michigan and beyond. Welcome to episode 172. We have so much to tell you, so let's get to it. On the show, the Blueberry Chicks will be here with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store talking about planting blueberries. And Dr. Max Masters will be calling in from Masters Chiropractic and Rehabilitation to talk about what's coming up this summer with health programs. Brooke Blanchard from the YDC PAL will call in and tell us about all sorts of things. We'll also talk about Elon Musk and the big things he's got going. And on Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich, we'll be talking about contingency plans. It's all here right now and so much more on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Truss and Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Truss and Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out trussandbyrdband.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's trussandbyrdband.com. TRUSINBYRD band.com.
Hi, I'm Holly Lawson from Drawing Children into Reading, also known as DCIR. We're an early childhood fine motor building resource that will enhance your child's visual ability to express and communicate in pictures and words. In the classroom, we start with proper pencil grip, develop a longer attention span, and kickstart a whole new world when your child learns to draw, write, and read in that order. To unleash the happiness and find out more about this groundbreaking program, visit DCIR.org.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
You're listening to Rob Byrd's Moondog Show on WCSY-FM, South Haven.
It's the Blueberry Chicks by the Blueberry Store.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, and it's the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz, sponsored by the Blueberry Store time, and we're going to be talking about planting blueberry bushes. And here in the studio with me, I've got Tree Hartman, Shelly Hartman, and Hillary Fisher. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so, okay, it is kind of that time, Shelly, so what's up with planting blueberry bushes?
Well, it's spring, and it's kind of getting warm, and this is a good time to start looking around your yard, your landscaping, and see if you have a spot that you might want to plant some high bush blueberries in. You know, not only can you grow fruit from them, but they're absolutely beautiful. The foliage is beautiful. The flowers are beautiful. In the fall, they turn a beautiful red, so they are dual purpose.
Dual purpose.
Dual purpose.
Not
Beauty
only
and
beauty
tasty.
are they tasty, but let's say they're good for the environment too.
Absolutely.
So that's three purposes. So, all right. So, like I said, it is that time of year, and tell me what you want to tell us about planting a blueberry bush.
Well, that's why, this is very technical, and I've called in, one of the professionals, Tree. And so I thought what we would do is kind of just walk through, what it's going to look like, how you're going to do it, where you're going to locate, where you're going to plant the bushes.
Okay. So, yeah, location is certainly a good thing. Let's start with that, and let's tell us about finding that perfect location and then getting the soil ready, because you don't just say, here's a location, dig a hole, and throw a blueberry bush in there, right?
That's right. They love sun, full sun, just like an open field. So find a location like that, not around a tree. Then you have to kind of deal with your soil at that point. So
So, okay, so dealing with the soil, do you try to make it an organic soil, or
Yes.
do you use, take us through, one of the ways that I used to make organic soil was you would take a box, cardboard, put it on the ground, cover it with wood chips, and then keep it wet for a couple weeks. After a couple weeks, all the worms come in, which we always consider to be liquid gold. I don't know if that's the kind of process you do, but you really do have to get the soil ready for it. So what do you do for blueberry bushes?
Well, that's more of an organic way. And even usually what people do is they just buy Canadian peat moss. Not Michigan peat, but peat moss.
What's the difference?
the fibers in it. Michigan peat is kind of like a black dirt.
Okay.
And Canadian peat has some structure to it. It's fibrous. It's very old, so it's kind of compacted and pressed. But it's one of the problems using it is, believe it or not, is like a sponge. It's dry. Mm-hmm. When it's dry. But when it's wet, soaks it right up, the water.
Right.
So you try to incorporate water with the soil. So anyway, you dig your hole.
How far down are we digging?
Well, it depends on your root ball. If you bought a 2-gallon pot, you would need that depth plus probably 6 more inches. And then you lay some peat moss down on the bottom, mm-hmm. Make sure it's wet. What we used to do to help with that is get a wheelbarrow, put the peat moss in the wheelbarrow, and then put a water hose in it and just let it sit there. Don't overload it. You don't want it wringing wet, but you want it moist.
Right. So really, you're not doing any soil preparation as far as making sure that the ground is clear, and you're dropping peat moss into the hole that's big enough for your root ball. We'll just assume that most people know how big of a hole you'll need for your root ball when you look at it.
Yeah.
And let's just we'll go past that. So then you cover it up and what? Just let it go, or how much water does it need over time? Because as plants grow, they need more water during different times of the year. What do you do once you got it in the ground and covered and more peat moss on the top?
I want to go back because there are a couple of things that you're going to want to look at in your landscape where you're going to want to plant them. It's just not like, they look great there. You got to pick an area, and then once you pick that area, if you want to even take it a next step further, you can get a soil sample, and you could work with your county extension office and get your soil sampled and an analysis, so you'll know what kind of soil you're planting in.
Well, what do they prefer? Acidic soil?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4.5 to 5.5.
Can you do some of that with coffee grounds?
Well, probably so. I don't know.
I know that for of course, peonies. A lot of people, they need acidic soil. And a lot of people I've heard them using coffee grounds to change the soil. So, okay. Well, it's okay. So acidic soil, what if you don't have enough acid in your soil when you get it tested?
Then you're going to put some soil amendments in there when you're making up your mixture and you've dug your hole and and the nice part about it is the extension office, you got Allegan locally, you got Van Buren. You can call them up. They have a blueberry specialist that will also walk you through a lot of this and get a lot more technical and be able to, walk you through if you want to know every detail about it. We're just kind of talking about the highlights of it. And I think that, depending if you're going to plant 1 or 2 bushes, you can do a lot of those home things, those coffee grounds or whatever it is that you want to do. But if you're going to plant more than maybe, say, 2 to 5, you're going to want to that's an investment because they're not inexpensive plants. So you're going to want to make sure that you're going to put them in good soil, give them a good start, and then you're going to want to make sure you follow through in all the necessary things that you'll have to do. And so, we talked about the root ball, which is really the most important part, but also a lot of people don't look at that because it's under the soil. Mm-hmm. And they just look at, this bush looks good.
It's nice and tall or whatever it's growing, But the root ball on a blueberry bush is considered fibrous. There's no tap roots. There's no big, thick root that would go searching for fertilizer, to be fed or water. So you have to give it to it. Yeah. If it doesn't rain for a while, you have to water.
Now, when you pick up these plants, because you're not putting them in as seeds, I'm sure you can start as seeds.
Well, they won't come true to the name of the variety.
Okay.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's very interesting.
So cuttings would, but
so you're going to be, but most of what you're going to be planting are going to be clones, correct?
They're going to come from a cutting.
They come from a clone, which is a clone, is it not?
It's the same as a mom, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
A mom.
That's what we call it, the mother.
Maybe different terminologies for the things you grow and the things that I grow, I guess. Okay, so now that we have that, why is it preferred to come from a cutting rather than from a seed? Explain that just a little bit, because that's pretty cool.
Because it won't come true to the mother plant.
And is that only because of how it gets fertilized?
Nope. It's the genetics of it.
Really? You put it in the ground, the genetics change?
No, they'll grow blueberries. It'll be a blueberry.
But if you put a Jersey seed in, it might not come up a Jersey bush.
Correct.
Now, that's just crazy to me. Wow, why is that?
Well, it's kind of like children. You can plant the seed, but how they turn out,
Well, yeah, but the genetics don't change.
Many fruit trees are that way.
So it is the environment that what changes it?
No. It's the genetics of the
genetics.
seed.
And like she said, there's a lot of fruit that is like
There's
that.
100 seeds. There are 50 to 100 seeds per berry. So we would have tons of fruit, different varieties.
Right.
So that's why the universities and different nurserymen, they go researching and they get these special varieties.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why they're variety. Otherwise, it'd just be a blueberry.
And like you could even
I'm gonna have to cut you off here because we have to take a break because this is a radio show. But
okay.
Who would have known planting a blueberry bush could be so enthralling? But when we come back, we'll have the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store and Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Trussin' Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Trussin' Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out Trussin'ByrdBand.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's Trussin'ByrdBand.com. TRUSINBYRD band.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
It's the Blueberry Chicks by the Blueberry Store.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show with the Blueberry Chicks, with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store. We're talking about planting blueberry bushes right now, which is a pretty cool conversation, which I was like, wow, how do we make blueberry bush planting interesting? And so far it is. But we talked a little about it in the last segment about cuttings and why that's such an important thing to take a cutting or a clone, how people hear it. It's just basically growing the same bush from a piece that you take from a other bush, right?
Yes,
that's right. Yeah.
So we have our cuttings, and how much time does it take for a cutting to get to where it's ready to be put in the ground?
Well, first you got to cut the whips.
All right. Well, I guess explain cutting the whips.
The whip. So you're going to cut in.
What's a whip?
A blueberry whip.
All right.
Okay, you're going to go out in the field. You're going to get the varieties. Say that you're going to want a blue crop. You're going to go to a blue crop field, and you're going to get a long stick or a whip. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to bundle them up, and you're going to cut them. And you're going to bundle them all up with a rubber band on the bottom. Okay. And sometimes in the middle.
So you have a handful of these whips, which are just straight branches from a bush.
Straight branches, younger straight branches. Yeah. And then from there, you're going to wait till the weather gets a little bit nicer. Then you're going to bring them out, and then you're going to cut them
because you're putting them in a refrigerator. After you cut the whips, you put them in a refrigerator to give them the chilling hours that mother plant needs. Okay. And it's about 400 to 600 chilling hours per year. So to get the chilling hours, because you've cut that branch off of that mother plant, is kind of like dead. Mm-hmm. So you put it in a refrigerator until the chilling hours are done. Then you go out and, as a nurseryman, you'd start planting them in beds.
You cut them in probably 3-inch cuts, and that whip.
All the same size.
And then you got your bundles, and then you're going to stick them.
You stick them in the ground?
Yeah, in the greenhouse, in the peat moss.
They have to go in the moss because they start
in a greenhouse.
They start making roots, correct?
Correct.
Okay. It's like, wow, I said, this was a wonder plant. If you could just go out there and take a stick and shove it in the ground, it'll start making.
Well, it is kind of really amazing to just, we've planted plenty of those cuttings, that's for sure.
Well, how long does it take to get till it starts growing roots then?
6 weeks it starts callousing, and then that callus starts promoting a root, and then from that it's real sensitive because it's real small, real young, and then the leaves start. Well, really, the leaves start before the root will.
Really?
Yeah, it
Okay.
starts sprouting that. The callus will be there on the bottom, but there won't be any roots for a
Right.
while. 6,
And you
8
got to keep
weeks
them
or-
wet.
Yes.
How many new bushes do you plant a year out there, Shelley?
Well, our fields are pretty well established, so we're probably doing a lot of replanting. So we don't grow commercially anymore. We just grow to replant the varieties that we already have to make sure that, all of our acres are true acres. So we're probably doing, I'd say, maybe 15,000 to 25,000 plants a year.
Replants a year.
Replants.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Because we're growing them ourselves from our own cuttings, and then we're sticking them and we're planting them when they get to
Right.
be mature. They can survive in the
Yeah.
ground, because they can't survive in the ground till after they've fully matured in the greenhouse.
Okay.
Then you're going to put them in a pot.
So being the owner of all this, have you actually done all these things over the years?
I have. I absolutely have, and it's probably one of my least favorite jobs.
Sure.
Just because it's hot in the greenhouse and you have to, the way we do it is you're on a board and you got to stick them, stick. They're about, 2 inches apart?
You're laying on a board
Yeah.
You're laying on a board while
Yes.
you're sticking them.
because
Yeah,
the
okay.
beds are so low to the ground.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like such a fun
And it's
job.
hot. It's really hot and humid in there,
The only good
Anybody ever
part-
get in trouble for laying down on the job? No.
The only good part is, as kids, we got paid piece rate.
Yeah,
So,
well, that
woo,
is a
doggies,
good part
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
We
Yeah.
made some money.
All right. I'm not. What? That went right over my head. What do you mean? As kids, you paid piece rate.
Yeah.
Sticking
that mean?
cuttings. You
For
got
each
piece-
one you get stuck, you get paid so much.
instead of by the hour.
Okay. All
so
right.
we could make some.
So you can really, if you work hard, you can
You have a
really make
system
money.
down, yeah.
And I'm sure that kind of goes the same way for pickers because they come in and they weigh everything they make. Harder they work, the more they bring in, the more they get paid.
That's
right,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
So now this is kind of, we're going backwards, but let's go forward.
Okay.
So after they come out of the greenhouse, then they're going to go into a pot.
Okay.
The little
A growing pot.
Growing pot.
Container.
So like a quart size, or are they a little bigger, gallon
They're
size?
bigger.
They're
Gallon.
bigger,
Okay.
gallon
Gallon.
size. And then you're going to overwinter them and, keep them with their nutrients and keep them watered and put them in a bed.
I think I know what overwinter
Outside.
means, but what does that mean?
You're just going to make sure that they have their nutrients, and you're going to make sure that, you don't want them like right out in the middle of a field. You're going to want to protect them a little bit so they don't get wind whipped, and that, it's tender wood.
Right.
So you're going to want to make sure that you help put them in an environment that's outside, but yet not
Yeah.
out in the middle of nowhere.
So the term that sometimes they use for what I do is that they call it hardening. Do they kind of the same thing? So you're out there.
Yep.
You harden them to the sun, you harden them to the wind and the rain and, all the different climates.
The elements.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then about that time, then the decision is made if you're going to, let them to become a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, whatever plant before you actually put them in the ground.
Okay. How long does it take for a blueberry bush to yield fruit?
Well, usually in the second or third year, a little bit, but it will not get to full maturity. Usually around the seventh year, sixth
okay.
or seventh year, depending on, of course, the variety.
that's quite an investment to each bush, to wait 7 years before it can really be fruitful.
Right.
Pardon the pun.
That's right. That's why, when we're talking about the home gardener or, putting them out and making that investment in their landscaping or in their home garden area, that, we want to help them to make sure they're getting the right variety,
Right.
picking the right soil, and making the right investment.
Perfect. Okay. We got about a minute left in this segment. Where do we go from there? Where we just wait and twiddle our thumbs for them to grow? Or
No,
what happens?
we're going to talk about when you purchase a plant and what you're going to do when you purchase a plant, because we've already got the hole dug, we've had our soil analyzed, and we're ready to look at the plant and drop it in the hole.
Sure. Okay. So I guess where are people purchasing plants?
Well, you can buy blueberry plants at a lot of, the local stores, your lawn and garden centers, or, even some of these bigger box like, Lowe's or Menards. But you can also buy them from someone local, and, Hartman Plant Company. They're local. They're in Lakota, Michigan. It's family. It's Dennis and Treat's brother. And they have a wonderful nursery over there, and they're very accommodating and welcoming.
Okay. Well, we'll I guess since we're at it right now, what's their contact information?
Well, they have a lot of different ways that you can contact them, but you can go online is probably the easiest, and they'll even take an order online. You can just go to hartmansplantcompany.com and then go to the retail section, and they have everything there. Or you can call them at 1-269-253-4281 and talk with Dan or their person. They're all very knowledgeable there, but you're going to want to talk to them about what you're going to do with that blueberry and talk to them more a little bit in depth about the soils and different things like that.
Okay. All right. Well, more about planting blueberry bushes when we come back on the Blueberry Chicks of the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
Rob Byrd, Moondog Show.
And now, a special message from Paul Landecker, Operations Program Director at Midwest Family Broadcasting.
First thing that really impressed me about Moondog Productions was the Facebook videos that Rob was putting up. Some of the South Haven videos and some of the other things, the award-winning videos that he has and put up so everybody can see them. The quality that is in those videos, the time he takes, the expertise that he has in making our little town of South Haven look amazing worldwide. We asked Moondog Productions to do a couple of videos for our Summer Jam and Smooth Jazz concerts this past summer. Totally unexpected that he got those videos back to us within 10 days. I mean, it was quick turnaround. They exceeded my expectations on how they looked. Moondog Productions is no small town operation. And the work they do is major market stuff. It's really, really well done. We didn't have a big budget for this. Rob and Moondog Productions took every cent and made it all work for us very economically. The quality of the product, the ease of working with Moondog Productions, it's simple. I have no doubt that if you have need of quality, big-time video at low cost, Rob's your guy. Moondog Productions is where you need to go.
It's the Blueberry Chicks by the Blueberry Store.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz, sponsored by the Blueberry Store. And we've got Treat Hartman, and we have Shelly Hartman, and also Hillary Fisher, who is in here. She's on a defective mic right now. Just kind of, you can say hi.
Hello.
Okay, she is there, but I can't get good levels on her right now. I've got something wrong with the system, so she's being kind and patient here. But all right, well, I'm sitting on now. I've got on the desk here. There's a blueberry bush. It's about, well, I wouldn't call it a bush. I'd call it a blueberry stick. It's about 3.5 foot tall. Looks like it's been cut twice, so it's been split twice, right? So it's got 4. I don't know what your term you guys use for that,
branches.
But branches. So it's got 4 branches. All right. So it looks like it just looks like a kind of a stick with branches right now. So now that this is what gets picked up at the store, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now being radio and all, I tried to explain it as much as possible because we can't show it, obviously.
Well, at this point, it's not real pretty.
No.
Okay, but one of the things when you're selecting, your bush, you're going to want to make sure up at the top you can see those buds, and those buds are kind of what's telling about the plant and. Like, is it alive? Is there green in there? Which there are. And some of those are fruit bud, the ones that are a little bit more swelled, and the smaller ones are leaf buds. So you want to make sure that you have adequate fruit buds and leaf buds on your plant when you're getting ready to purchase it.
Okay.
Then you're going to buy it and treat. We're now getting ready to plant this in the yard. And you get this, and you're going to look at it and say, do I need to take any of this stuff off, or do I just drop it in the hole?
Well, you do a little bit. Doesn't take a whole lot. So you want to break up that root ball because it is very, like I said before, the fibrous root system. So it's just really tight.
Yeah.
So you're going to take a razor knife or something like that and break it up.
Just score the size.
Yes. And it's okay to cut the roots because they're very fibrous or very thin. like threads, but they will manifest.
That's actually
more.
very healthy for them to do so.
It invigorates them, yeah. And take any weeds. There's a few there.
Or if there's stragglers around the bottom, you might want to get rid of those because it might
Anything
affect.
dead.
Yeah.
Anything, a little scrawny little branch or whatever. Yeah, that just doesn't take away from the plant if it's dead. But if like this one here, I would take that off because that would just take away from the growth of the plant.
Right. Now, how deep are we going to put it in there? How far down is it going to go?
Well, you notice this is in a container.
Yes.
So you see where the soil level is now. You just go.
Okay,
This is a radio
it's
show.
probably
go,
about
well,
8. I'd say 8 to 10 inch pot.
Well, that wouldn't even matter because it's the nursery soil line, where it came from the nursery, where it was grown. So that's where your baseline is. And then when you plant it in your hole, you're going to amend the soil down below, and then amend the soil also with the sphagnum peat moss, the natural soil you have. So you're going to have a hole with sphagnum peat moss in it, and then you're going to want to put this plant in it, but it's going to be too deep because when you're finished, you only want a 1/2 inch to inch above the nursery soil line.
Yeah, don't plant them too deep.
And you want to compact it down so the air pockets are out of the soil, so you kind of stomp on it.
Yeah, right.
And when you're done, compact it down, and then finish it up with any soil that you need. And then after that, you put some mulch on top. And most people use bark. The
Help
little
keep that
chunks.
moisture in a bit.
Yeah, and weeds down, things like that. So that goes about 2 inches above, 2 to 4 inches above the new soil line that you've created.
Okay, so that the soil line that you created, you want, after you put that in, it goes straight across from where the old soil was, so it's level.
But a 1/2 inch to inch you can have above.
And then put some wood chips or mulch, something on top that's going to... Is there anything else that people use, like hay or anything that works well?
They even use newspapers or whatever you're kind of used to, because there's really nothing wrong that you can use. I imagine that, like walnut, I think a walnut has properties to it that would be toxic to some plants or whatever.
Well, we have about 3 minutes left in our half hour here, so whatever we do here, we have to make sure we get to that ending. So your bush is in the ground, you've got it planted.
Beautiful.
It's done exactly how it's supposed to be
And then
done.
what are you going to do?
How do you care for it?
Water it.
Okay.
Water it and water it.
And you put fertilizer on it a couple times a year or so, and it's usually an acidic fertilizer, like an azalea, rhododendron that you can buy at the local garden center, just something like that. They're very easy to grow. And the other thing I did want to mention is your area that you're going to plant it in. This bush will get 5 foot.
Yeah,
or more.
And not just 5 foot tall, they get 5 foot wide too, right?
So make sure you give it enough space. And you can plant it, if you wanted to plant like 3 or 4, you could make a hedge type of a thing.
Have you guys ever done any topiaries out of blueberry bushes? That sounds kind of fun.
There is a plant called top hat that kind of mimics that bonsai type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it kind of grows that way.
All right, so we got 2 minutes left here.
Okay, so let's talk about, we got everything, and however, we know we're just touching on it and you can't really see, but we went ahead and we have a video that we're going to be putting on the YouTube channel.
It's already there.
All right, on how to plant a blueberry bush. So you'll be able to actually see all this and then listen to what we're trying to explain and then see it visually. And then we also, on our site, have put a cheat sheet of blueberry bushes, planting and care. So you'll be able to then download that and read that and
that's at
familiarize yourself with it.
theblueberrystore.com, right?
Yep. And then, again, where you select your plants, depending on how detailed you want to get, you can go over to Hartman's Plant Company, and Dan over there will definitely steer you in the right direction because the different varieties, they're all wonderful blueberries, but it just depends on what you're going to use the blueberries for is the variety that you're going to want to choose.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so here we are. We're narrowing in. What's the last? Are we good to go? Where the bush is thriving, you're watering it all year. In 7 years, after sitting there watching it all summer long, every summer in 7 years, you might have some blueberries.
Well, yeah, because you're going to have to watch out for our wildlife because, of course, they love blueberries,
do like blueberries
too. So we're going to have to make sure if you're watching your plants grow make sure that if the wild animals start getting around and eating or trying to harvest, feed themselves off of it, you're going to want to do something to protect yourself.
Who's the biggest culprit? Deer? Birds?
Turkeys, wild turkeys, deer.
All right.
You name it.
Okay, well, that's good stuff. Hillary, I'm going to have to ask you to try to do it. I'm going to crank you way up here. Contact information for the Blueberry store if you want to find out more. She's
It's theblueberrystore.com. Go downtown. The store is open. We have an 800 number.
I might have to tape that to the wall for you. All right, well, that was good stuff. Now that we know how to plant a blueberry, we may not know how to
Hillary,
get a hold of.
we can't hear you.
Yeah, we may not know how to get a hold of Blueberry Store, but we do know how to plant a blueberry bush. So, ladies, that was awesome, and I want to say thank you once again for being part of the show.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, that was it for the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Trussin' Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Trussin' Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out Trussin'ByrdBand.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's Trussin'ByrdBand.com. TRUSINBYRD band.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
Karaoke is back in South Haven. Come to the Lodge every first Friday of the month from 8 to 11 for fantastic food, drink specials, and karaoke. Presented by Moondog Productions and powered by Carafun, these Karaoke Fridays will be the perfect end to a long work week. Come and join the Lodge and Moondog Productions for as much fun as humanly possible. So remember, join us every first Friday of the month from 8 to 11 for karaoke at the Lodge on Blue Star Highway, formerly the Curve Inn, where the locals go.
Chain my heart, set me free.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Mason Dixon now here in the studio. Good morning, Mason.
Good morning there, Rob Dog. Hey, everybody.
Get your mic up there. And everything's kind of frazzled this morning with those three previous ladies.
I know, that's like some electricity when them three are around.
They wear me out in that first half hour. So, whew. All right, and so in the studio here we have Laura Russin. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning.
Oh, there we go. What nice voices to hear in the morning. And on the phone, one of our very favorite people in the world, Dr. Max Masters from Masters Chiropractic and Rehabilitation. Good morning to you, Dr. Max.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good to hear from you guys.
Yeah. So there's from what I hear, you've got a million things going on, and that's just a minor stretch, but you've got a lot of stuff happening, and, especially coming up here this summer, the spring and summer, and I hear that you would like to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we have something we're going to try at the office here. We have an intern coming in his last semester in exercise science from Grand Valley State University. His name's Bray, and we're going to do some testing with him to see how things work with patients at the office. It's all going to be free services. I just want to see how patients take to it, how they like doing it. If it's something that, like, when we build our new building down the road, if that's something that we should continue on, if people are really acceptable to it.
Well, what kind of tests are you talking about?
So what we're doing, we're going to take 15 people, first come, first serve. We're going to have them do a weight loss, lifestyle changing.
Oh my gosh, sign me up.
Okay,
there's one.
Oh my
Mason,
God.
What you're going to do is you're going to come in, you're going to do your weight. You're going to do your body fat composites. Then you're going to get on a meal plan. He's going to check in with you weekly, get you meal plans, show you some exercises that you can do at home, some cardio stuff, things that are going to help make you better. So the first 15 people, if you guys hear this, call. We'll get you signed up.
Well, what's that number right now so they can call?
It's 269-639-2545.
Yeah, and I say it's imperative that you call, that you do not do this through the website, because messages for the website come to me and then I forward them to Dr. Max. So it's not going to, you're going to miss it if you do that. So call him now, and even if you guys aren't in, because it's like 7:10 in the morning, you guys aren't in on Saturday, you're going to be able to get that order right off your machine, right?
Yep, we'll have the voicemail waiting for you guys to call.
All right, so what's that number again?
269-639-2545.
Well, there you go. Okay, so,
and also what we're going to be doing, too, with patients is he's going to be in the office on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then after you see me with an adjustment, he can take you into a room, and he's going to go through different types of exercises with you. He's going to sit there with you for 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes per person, and just go through an exercise routine. Or if it's something that you started, you can come in and he can make sure you're being compliant, make sure you're doing all the right things.
No.
And also,
is he going to be taking kind of through once you kind of learn it and you keep working with him, is he going to make, the next subsequent or the next visits even more strenuous, or are they always going to kind of be the same?
No, what he'll do is he'll see how you're progressing through the program and see how, you can always scale exercises to the level of the person or the pain level. He can always increase it to a next level. So, he can progress, but it depends on how the person's being compliant and how they're progressing through.
Because you could be going from, kids, are you going to kind of start with young adults to, whatever age they may be?
I mean, we could do that. I'm looking more towards the people who, chronic pain, the adjustments help, but they're not holding their adjustments like they should. So let's add an extra level to this of being showing them the exercises, doing the weight loss program. We're trying to be the full go-to just overall health, of your spine, your body, your mind, everything. So we want to be that spot, and this is what this is going to be like. It's going to be a beta test to see if this is if people will be compliant and they'll do it.
Max Masters beta test.
I want to give my heart and soul into this to everybody, but people are being,
they got to want it.
They got to want it. And if people want it, we'll help them. If they don't want it, then, there's other things I can do probably to help out.
Mason, go ahead.
He's also going to come in, and we're going to start doing some group classes where he's going to do group stretching and mobility classes. He's also going to do some videos with you, Rob, to show, stuff on our website. And then he's also going to help me we do Ram Power with the high school students, we strength train with them. So he's going to help me with that. So we got a lot going on this summer.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So how long is the program going to run?
It will be May through at least July.
Great.
Maybe August. Yeah.
May through July. All right.
Sounds like you working him pretty hard. Does he know your big plans for all this?
Oh, yeah. We've talked about it.
Mm-hmm. He's going to earn his intern credits. That's for sure.
It's an internship, and he's got to, this is the start of it, and he's got a lot of fresh ideas, so it'd be nice. And obviously, Rob, you've seen it before. I really don't have a lot of time to sit there to do these 15-minute exercise, 30-minute exercise things with people. Right. So, I'm pretty booked out. So it's just nice to have someone there to do the backside of things, that we're all trying to get to the same goal.
Now, are all these services you just talked about, they're all complimentary during this beta testing?
Yeah, we're gonna try to make it as free or as affordable as possible if we do charge. Right now, I don't have any plans on that. I just want to try to see how people respond to it first. I don't feel comfortable charging somebody with something that we haven't done yet, that's not proven yet.
That's very conscientious.
I want to get it proven first, have this, a routine of it, have protocols for it, and then when we get ready, we can launch it full time.
Yeah. So is Dr. Max supposed to scribble your name down right now? Are you in on that? Or
yes.
Are you going to commit to that on the air like that?
I am.
All right, yes. Dr. Max, make sure you get her name on that, because that'll work out well as we talk about this. She'll be able to attest to exactly what's happening.
Hey, what was your name again? I'm sorry.
My name is...
It's
Laura Russin.
It's Lana Russin.
Lana Rooster.
One S in Russin, not two.
Okay. Awesome. I look forward to it.
Yeah. Well, I think that would actually be pretty cool. So, Mason, you're not going to be able to do this?
I can't lose no more weight,
No.
Rob
No,
Dog.
you-
I got that high metabolism.
We wouldn't be able to even see you.
Yeah, I'd waste away to nothing.
Yeah, I've seen him hiding behind a chain link fence. You couldn't even see him on the other side.
Oh,
Anyway,
man, sorry to hear that.
Anybody else have a question for Dr. Max? No?
No.
No? All right. So, Dr. Max, what else has been going on? Any big news? Anything you want to share with the world?
Oh, not too much right now. Are you trying to hint that Maggie's going to be a big sister soon? Is that what you're trying
Maybe,
to
sort of. I don't think we talked
Yeah,
about it on the
okay.
radio. Congratulations.
No, thank you. Yeah. So we're expecting our second child in October. So that's
Congratulations.
Yeah. Do you know what you're having yet?
no, we don't find out. We're
Hey,
gonna just
when
wait
you
and
It's
see.
do
going to be
our-
a surprise, huh?
Are you
Yep,
going?
yep.
You ain't going to do one of them gender reveals? I seen the ones where they do the burnout ones. You can do pink smoke or blue smoke.
The ones
and
that
the
burned
burn-
down the national forest out in California having a gender reveal a few years ago.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they're having a gender reveal and had
Wow.
a sparkler or something to burn down the forest. But
Oh, that's not good.
yeah,
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's those trendy California people.
We were
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
the
not trendy.
name.
Yeah.
If they have a boy, I was like, do you think they'll name him like Rod Stewart or something?
Burt. I go with Burt, like Burt
Yeah,
Reynolds. I love
like
that.
Maggie May
Yeah.
and Rod Stewart.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, maybe. I'll
Maybe.
put that on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
we can discuss that later, but we do have to go. So if you want to kick out your contact information again, please do, Dr. Max.
Or they can call us at 269-639-2545 or find us at southhavenchiropractor.com.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Max. We will be back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show and talking about, I don't even know, but that's what we're going to do when we come back.
Hi, Nicole Galata here with Galata Imagery, your South Haven local photographer. Specializing in family and wedding photography, I also photograph engagement, maternity, seniors, and so much more. Find me on Facebook and Instagram or on my website at galataimagery.com.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Truss and Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Truss and Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out trussandbirdband.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's trussandbirdband.com. TRUSINBYRD band.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget. We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, and here we are with Mason Dixon, Laura Russin, and
You.
Well, and me, and I wasn't really sure what we're going to talk about, but of course we have to do some of the other things. We want to make sure everybody knows that we have a website. You know what that is?
Yeah, that would be moondogshow.com.
Yeah. What can you find on there?
You can find the last 5 episodes, and you can listen to them, and you can even go back farther and find all the episodes on wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah. And we would still certainly love you to join the Podbean family by going to podbean.com, searching Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, and subscribing, because we still need subscribers. And
I like how on the phone they kind of crop the picture out and stuff, and you see my picture and you don't see you.
What are you talking about on the phone?
On the phone, if you go to Podbean and you see me like surfing on
the
Lake
phone?
Michigan. Yeah, if you look it up on using the app or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure
They
that's
kind of
really
crop the
nice.
picture.
Oh, because your picture's first.
Because it's in the middle. They take from the middle and they crop out on the end, so
Yeah.
you didn't get in there.
Probably
Sorry.
should have told me that, because I can change that.
Okay.
Because that's not right.
Well, I like the podcast because you can listen to it anytime.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to it so early in the morning.
But for those of you who get up and set your alarms to listen to us, we do appreciate that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did crack 20,000 downloads
Congratulations.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
on the podcast. By putting the podcast
Do you
out.
pay for that?
And no, and people
Okay.
downloading the show. Nope, I don't pay for any of that stuff. I just let it happen naturally, and that's where we are with that.
You didn't do one of those boosts.
No. Yeah, I don't even know if you can boost that stuff. I mean, certainly I could probably go to Google and, take out an AdSense. So when people search any terms, that's what pops up. I don't worry about any of that stuff. No. Because really this is a local show, so it's about our local area and people are connected with us Facebook and other stuff. So that certainly is kind of part of it. But we've got downloads in Russia, all over Europe and South America and Australia and Canada. I mean,
you wonder what they're thinking. Like, do they saying they must have seen my picture, and that's why you should probably leave it up there. That probably gets people.
I think they want to. It's let's talk real estate.
Oh yeah, that.
We're going to go with that now
because they're going to invest in American real estate.
Right.
Sure. So that's why the Chinese have been listening to the show.
Really?
Yeah, because they were trying to find more real estate to buy. They've been buying up all our real estate here in the United States.
That happened in Chicago. They had Chinatown, and then now it's like the whole south side of Chicago became Chinatown, and they did it very quietly.
And that's why they're the richest part of town too. I mean, they make the Asians make more money than anybody in this country. They're the top earners by average.
Well, they were smarter than you in math class, weren't they, Rob Dog?
Well, absolutely. They were smarter than me in so many different ways. I mean, because they're smarter than, let's just say everybody here in this country, because when and I just saw the list the other day, but and I can't remember, Asians, Chinese, and I mean, it's like the top 3 or 4 are all Asian descent, which are the top earners because they work hard and businesses, and they do their thing and take advantage of the American dream. That's what I'm talking about. That's what they do. And I applaud them for that. See, just like that. All right. So what do you think about Elon Musk?
I heard he's going to pay cash for Twitter. He sounds like he might be a big earner. What's going on?
Serious, doesn't he?
I didn't pay. No, I don't know what's going on. Why does he want to buy Twitter?
Because he wants to turn it back to a vestibule for free speech. I mean,
did he get kicked off of Twitter?
No, he hasn't, but he believes in free speech in all forms. No matter what is being said, he believes it can be said. Now, with all that being said, you can say whatever you want, but there might be ramifications for your speech. But, yeah, he believes no matter what should be said. When we have actually a past president who is banned from Twitter, yet the Ayatollah who was death to America and beheading people and killing people, I mean, and all that other stuff, but they're not banned from Twitter, seems a little off to me. Yeah.
Well, it seems a lot off.
A lot off. Well, I was trying to protect my radio show just by saying a little.
I was very proud of you because you've come a long way.
Yeah,
good job, Rob.
Way off. It's so effed up. It's because when we start looking at it right now, and let's just bring in the Hunter Biden thing. Before the election, all of the mainstream liberal media just refused to even acknowledge that it was there. And now that we're past that, and even the liberal mainstream media saying, yep, it's true, and they're reporting on it, and they this is a big mess. Now we're kind of just like, yeah, well, that's what we were saying the whole time. So... Yeah, I had a point to where I was going. Can someone help me with my point?
Okay.
Hey, you dig your holes. You get to dig yourself out of them, too.
We try to help you, usually.
No. You know what happened on the Race and Mason-Dixon show? Marlene, she said, just in fun, she said, hey, gang, we should kidnap Mason-Dixon for his 500th episode. She got thrown into Facebook jail. She violated the community standards by having fun.
That's pretty funny.
And I think she shouldn't have used the word gang, too, because gang, that has some, even though they used to say that on them old MGM musicals, hey, gang, let's put on a show in the barn,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What, wasn't it the little alfalfa guy? Wasn't it?
Our gang.
Yeah.
Our gang.
Our gang.
Darla.
And all those. It was their gang.
They're all Nazis.
Spanky. Spanky was a Nazi?
I think they're all Nazis.
Really? Oh, okay.
What?
So, all right. Well,
I don't know.
back to Elon Musk really quick.
So. Yeah.
He wants to buy it because it's all about free speech. And, You know, it's kind of funny that it's got the liberal side of the media just all uproar. Oh, no, he's going to destroy Twitter. Why? Because it's actually working for just you guys the way you want it. But regardless of all, what you don't know anything about that, right, Mason?
No, but this is just my opinion. People on Twitter are opinionated. Man, nobody is safe there. You say one thing, and then everybody just jumps all over you.
And that's what Elon Musk says. He goes, Twitter is a battleground. And if you don't want to be part of the battle, get off of it, because it's about coming up with your opinion and saying what it is. And that's the big problem, is when only one half of opinions are valid or can be brought up. That's where the big issue is. But what I was saying about Hunter Biden's laptop, where with all these pollings after all that, where if the mainstream media would have reported on it, there was a very huge number that would have changed their vote for Trump, and it would have been a landslide the other way. Just a landslide, which it actually already was, but we can't probably talk about it.
Let's not go there.
Don't you remember when Rob Byrd's Moondog Saturday morning show first came out, and it said on the big heading on the advertising,
I'm not talking about politics.
Said no politics, no religion, just fun, and then he gets on that soapbox, and it just all
it's
goes.
changed, because and that's when it was Rob Byrd's Moondog Saturday morning show. It is no longer that; it's just Rob Byrd's Moondog show.
Oh,
right.
so that makes a big difference.
So with the change of names comes a little twist in subject matter.
So do you think that he will make it much more balanced if he is able to buy it?
I do. We'll talk about that when we come back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
Hi, I'm Holly Lawson from Drawing Children into Reading, also known as DCIR. We're an early childhood fine motor building resource that will enhance your child's visual ability to express and communicate in pictures and words. In the classroom, we start with proper pencil grip, develop a longer attention span, and kickstart a whole new world when your child learns to draw, write, and read in that order. To unleash the happiness and find out more about this groundbreaking program, visit dcir.org.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Mason Dixon, Laura Russin here in the studio, and we're going to have to curtail our Elon Musk discussion till the next segment a little bit, because we've got Brooke Blanchard on the phone from the YDC Pal. Good morning to you, Brooke.
Good morning, Rob Byrd and Mason and Laura and Tina.
Not yet.
Not quite
Tina's
yet.
Not here
but we
yet.
will
The
for
rest
sure,
of us are.
Yes, we will for sure tell her when she gets here.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
So what's going on with the YDC Pal?
Oh, my goodness. Are you ready? Hang on tight. Because we have an amazing campaign called 25 Little Things for a Big Impact. And it is 25 mini kind of fundraisers, kids that sell, when they, bring home the magazines and that kind of thing. We love that we get to support them, but we wanted to kind of challenge our staff, and they've come up with this awesome program. And we just ended the Sockathon fundraiser that ended March 21st. And I'm thinking we revenued right at about $500 for that. So that was an awesome job on Jen Green's part. But we also have the Art by Kids for Kids that is posted on our Facebook or our website. And it's an auction, and every month we have a different piece of art. So that'll be going on for the rest of the year.
Where's the artwork come from?
The kids actually make it. And we had kind of a little competition, and the top three are the first 3 months.
Oh, awesome.
So that's really fun.
No doubt.
What's that?
I said no doubt. It sounds like fun.
Yeah. And then we have the... currently, we have the YDC Flower Power fundraiser, and that one goes through, I think, May, just at the beginning of May. And what that is, that, you know, when you get your spring bulbs for your garden or just whatever, you know, we're doing those. And actually, they're beautiful. They have such a nice variety. And I'm really excited about that. And we've been able to kind of work with some folks who are like, well, we want this and we want that. Can you invoice us? And we're absolutely willing to help anybody that whatever we can do to make it easier for them.
I only have one problem with that fundraiser.
What?
I can't decide which ones to get. I
Get
want
them all.
almost all of them.
One of each.
Yeah.
I encourage it. Go for it. Go all in.
Yeah.
Go
All
big or
right.
go home.
That's right. Spend that retirement money, Laura.
Exactly.
We are so grateful to CNR Tree Service. They're cutting some slices of wood, and our kids are going to paint rocks, and we're going to sell tic-tac-toe games that are wood and rock. It'll be a lot of fun. That gives them something to get involved in, and so they can kind of give back to their community. And this is a way that they get to do that and contribute to
I don't
what
know.
they get to enjoy.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never. You give kids sticks and rocks, and you think they're going to play tic-tac-toe with it. I ain't
They're
so
going to
sure.
play tic-tac-toe. I am very confident.
It's all changed these days because now it's sticks and stones. Words. It's sticks and stones don't break my bones, but the words break me.
Goodness.
That's how it's kind of changed in this world
No,
because we've all gotten.
Seems like it.
We've all
Yeah.
gotten so sensitive where okay, man, there was a
my
day where
goodness.
you throw a word at someone, they're like, yeah, whatever. You throw a rock, you
Yeah.
hit them in the head, but now it's the opposite. If you beat someone up, it's okay, but if you say something
I'm
that
sorry,
they don't
Brooke.
like,
No. Let's get back to fundraising.
I apologize.
There's quite a lot of that. You know, and our goal is to help kids, you know, kind of figure out ways that they can cope with issues so that they don't escalate to something like that. We're trying to teach them young so that they can be mature adults and not those that,
Not like
you know,
me.
choose to continue on with the negative and just, you know, feed into it. We just want them to have a positive life. The world is hard enough. We don't have to add to it.
No, certainly not at their young age.
Not at all. And, you know, a lot of times it's that coping when you know, if you don't like how you feel and you don't know how to respond to it, or you don't even acknowledge how you feel because you don't know what that means, you know, it gets confusing and then you don't know what to do. And so you lash out of frustration. And, you know, our goal is to give kids a space where they feel like they belong. And these kids in this community absolutely deserve it. So we're really excited about our 25 Little Things for a Big Impact campaign. We do have some other fundraisers. So I was just talking about that YDC Flower Power fundraiser.
Yeah.
And then I was talking about the tic-tac-toe, handmade tic-tac-toe games. We're exploring the possibility, and we're not sure. It might be a little too late, but our Coloma director just loves golf. So I'm like, you know what? You go ahead and do your golf outing.
Nice.
So we're going to see about doing that. Thank you so much to Tom Feeney, who has been just awesome. He's become
Harbor Light
someone
Brewery.
who's been at Harbor Light. He helped connect us with a group of bicyclists, and they do a tour, and they're going to be coming through South Haven, and he is going to work with Lake Arvesta, and we're going to partner with them to do a fundraiser, and they're supporting our organization and veterans. I don't know exactly which veterans group, but I just felt so grateful, and I just feel so blessed that we were actually considered. So I really appreciate, you know, Tom over there. He also mentioned something about doing a Wednesday night karaoke fundraisers. So I'm not sure what that is. So we'll stay tuned on that.
Yeah, I guess, because he hasn't talked to me about that.
Now, when is the fundraiser at Arvesta?
That is going to be in September, I do believe.
All right.
So we're actually going to do an end of summer fundraiser that's going to be carnival-like, and we're looking at doing some talent show. It's going to be a lot of fun. I was just talking to a group of folks today. We're continuing our efforts to put an advisory committee together of parents and just people in the community who want to see good things for these kids, and they want to be a part of it. We do have summer registration coming up. So Summer Day Camp starts June 20th. Registration is going to be at the school that the after-school program is at. In Bangor, it will be at the after-school program, which is also, I want to say, the CEC or the Community Ed building. Yeah. That YDC is housed at. That one's going to be on May 7th. Watervliet will be on May 14th, and theirs will be there at the I think it's the high school. I think the high school and middle school are kind of together. So the middle school where the after school program is located, and in South Haven at North Shore, and that one will be on the 21st. So it's the first three Saturdays in May from noon to 6.
Perfect. I have about 30 seconds for you to tell me how your sock sale went.
She said they made $500.
Did it? Yeah, I did not hear that. I must have spaced out for a second.
Yeah. It went up to, it was just about $500. We were so incredibly grateful. I even got a pair of socks from one of our board members with music notes on it. So that was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
I did want to really quickly mention that at these registration events, the registration fee is $50. But if people show up at those registration events, and they would get 50% off. So they would only have to pay $25 for the registration. And we're doing on-site job interviews. So high school students, athletes, you guys want summer jobs? Come see us.
All right. Well, how does somebody get a hold of you to find out more or to sign up?
Go to Facebook and find Youth Development Company, or you can see our website at ydcpal.org. You can call us at 269-639-2489. And message us on Facebook. Almost anytime you'll catch somebody.
All right, perfect. All right, Brooke Blanchard, YDC pal, we have to go. It's time. We're going long. We'll be back on Robert's Moondog Show.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Are you planning a painting project and don't know who to call? Decorator's Choice Painting Company is one of the most highly referred services along the lakeshore. Serving this area for over 20 years, we look forward to providing professional services for you. Call us today at 269-270-5785 or email us at decoratorschoicesh@gmail.com. Take a look at our work at decoratorschoicesh.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Hi, this is Tom Balke from Decorator's Choice, and right now I am giving away 5 one-hour professional color consultations with my friend Joel Zaroff of Jazz Color and Design to the first 5 callers in the next hour. No purchase necessary, no strings attached. This is a $200 value, so don't delay. Call me now at 269-270-5785. 269-270-5785.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
You're listening to Rob Byrd's Moondog Show on WCSY-FM, South Haven.
Rob Byrd, Moondog Show.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Mason Dixon, Laura Russin here in the studio, and that was Brooke Blanchard on the phone for the last segment. And they sure do some big things over there, Mason.
Yep, 25 things. What was it called? There 25 ideas for big things, little things for big cause.
Yes.
We should have wrote that down. We're terrible. We should listen.
We should get better at that.
Hey, we haven't wished everybody a happy Easter weekend, Rob Dog.
Happy birthday.
No, it's nobody's birthday. It's Easter. Easter's when Jesus died.
Oh.
Do you want me to do my Easter song? It's controversial. Well, this here's a story about God's only son.
You're making me sound like a freaking idiot at the moment because I did know that. You said it to me as if I didn't know that was when he died. I said happy birthday in a joke, not really actually with an Easter joke. But then you kind of brought it back.
I thought you were saying like happy birthday to the Easter bunny.
Yes, but no, Easter bunny.
Or the little chicks. The little chicks are born,
Yeah.
All right, well, regardless, Easter is tomorrow. You have big plans for Easter?
Oh, yeah. It's the Bristol Dirt Race. Can you believe NASCAR did that? They actually showing, now this is controversial to the people that get offended. They actually showing on Fox Sports, they're going to show an Easter service at the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Really?
Yeah, before the race, because there's all this flack about why is NASCAR having the Bristol Dirt Race on Easter Sunday, especially when the NASCAR history is in the Bible Belt and every good-fearing, God-fearing people and all that, and they having the big novelty race, the Bristol Dirt Race, and they doing it on Easter Sunday, but they actually televising an Easter service like at 4 or 5 o'clock before the race. So that's interesting, don't you think?
Conservative views will get you a church service. All right, Laura, you got any big plans for Easter?
Yes, I do.
What you doing?
So I'm going to go to church first.
Nice.
Yes, and then I think there's going to be some recording at my house for music.
Yeah, you can probably some drum recording.
Is it the Truss and Byrd band? I thought you had a new recording studio, Rob Dog. Why are you going over at their house to do it?
Well, because it's just going to be easier at this point, I do believe, because Laura has a kitchen, and I think she might cook a little food and stuff for us.
I'll make dinner, and then
otherwise my Easter dinner is pretty sad when I'm crying in my plate all
we
by
both
myself.
Lost our moms.
Oh,
so.
bless your hearts! Our condolences to both y'all. I mean, that must be tough. Them first holidays.
It is.
No, the worst one's going to be Christmas, because Christmas was Mom's. Yeah. Come, I think about August, the Christmas music starts coming out of my mom's house.
She starts buying the gifts.
That's right. Oh, well, I don't think there was much buying of the gifts. I think she bought those over the years, and she just went down in the basement and and put together the baskets and
I could see
stuff.
that with your mom's basement.
Yeah. I found like 20 or 30 shirts that I was going to get over the next 20 or 30 years.
Smalls, mediums,
no, they're all the right
large.
size. She had all the right size for me, but I mean, a whole tub of them. I'm like, now I see where I've got a shirt for every Christmas or my birthday. I see right the tub that those shirts were coming from.
You can wrap them up and have Laura give them all to Laura, and then once a year she'll
there you
send
go.
them to you.
I'll dole them out to you.
Well, I'm going to be, I think, giving a lot of those away. We Care and wherever else I can get rid of.
Bless your heart.
Well, there's certainly a lot of stuff that can go, and it was, a lot of school stuff. Over the years, she bought so much stuff for her classes, and then when she retired, she just took it with her. So they didn't buy it; I'm keeping it. So
right.
So there's a lot. I mean,
so I bet that YDC Pale might benefit from some of that.
They might. I mean, I bet you if I went, because I was thinking today, I was like, man, I should put all the scissors in one place. And I bet you she has 300 pair of scissors in there in the house.
Goodness.
And half of them are in the packages still.
Wow. Maybe you can return them.
No, well, no, I doubt it, because most of the stuff is like 10 years old.
Them stores closed.
Yeah,
right.
the stores. Yeah, Big Wheel closed a long time ago.
Yeah, she got them because they were on sale.
They would get them on sale.
You could start a nonprofit organization, and you could run that, and then you can be sending art supplies and school supplies to inner city school students.
Well, as fun as that sounds, I'm going to let the kids around here benefit from it here in this area, since she put in 46 years of doing just that. So I think that's what I'll do with it. So it's going to be a long process, that's for sure, because there's certainly a lot to do.
Yeah, I'm going through that right now with my mom's stuff, and Miss Joyce had just a little bit more than my mom.
Probably times 50 more, maybe.
A little bit more, yeah.
Maybe a little more than times 50?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But so after I feed you guys dinner, then we're going to go to my mom's and play cards, the girls and some friends and I.
I hate to tell you this, Rob Dog, you ain't going to get no
invited.
recording.
No.
I thought you
invited for cards.
He gets to, play music.
I thought.
And we'll go play cards. We play Shanghai, and that's a tradition at my mom's house. And, we won't have the house that much longer, so we have to get a few more card games in.
Yeah. I mean, so the table and chairs are still there, because that's about all that's left in the house.
Oh, no, now there's more, because we're getting ready for the big estate sale.
Oh,
why don't you advertise the estate sale?
Yeah, they got it all cleaned out just to bring more back in.
Yeah, I cleaned it all up but it's looking good. It's looking good. Yeah, so we're going to do a estate sale the 29th and 30th, so I'll have more details soon.
Yeah.
You want to tell people where it is? Or
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, we never did get back to Elon Musk, but I'll just say quickly, I really hope he totally changes Twitter because, if you're going to have those, nobody should be banned from it. If anybody's banned, then everybody's banned.
Well, we need to be more fair. Canceling people because of silly reasons I don't agree with.
It's kind of funny that they, barred President Trump, but 95% of the things that he said all came true here at the end. He kept saying, they did this, they spied on me here, they did this, Hunter Biden's laptop is this, and there were no. But now we know that all of those things were true.
Well, maybe not all, but the truth in usually all things come out.
They do.
So,
and it was unfortunately after they screwed all of us. But okay, so we've got about another minute.
No more politics.
Yeah, no more politics. Mason-Dixon, how's the Mason-Dixon show going?
I got 4 more episodes there, Rob Dog. I'm taking Saturday and Sunday off. That could be for Easter religious reasons, or it could be because the Bristol Dirt Race is on. But then Monday night we got Mark Dawson with the Grassroots. On Tuesday we got trivia. You should come and play. Wednesday, Adventures with Dominic. That's our weekly Wednesday feature.
Mark Dalton with the Grassroots.
No, Mark Dawson.
Dawson with the Grassroots.
Sooner or later, love is going to get you.
Ask him if he remembers Mark Cheesley. Mark Cheesley was like a fill-in drummer for them at one point.
I think
from South Haven, right?
Yeah.
I think we looked that up once.
We did. We did talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I'm taking 2 days off to travel, so I'm going to miss next week's show, and because I'll be at Bo's Extravaganza in Holden, Louisiana for that 500, taking that checkered flag.
We're gonna have a good show next week.
Yep.
I want to go with you.
You can.
I really want to.
Tom Wolpat and John Schneider together, and this is the last one they're doing. Bo's Extravaganza, the last rally.
Fantastic. All right, we got to take a break on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
Hi, Nicole Galata here with Galata Imagery, your South Haven local photographer. Specializing in family and wedding photography, I also photograph engagement, maternity, seniors, and so much more. Find me on Facebook and Instagram or on my website at galataimagery.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all 3. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget. We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Mason-Dixon, Laura Russin here in the studio, anxiously awaiting Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
You in a hurry tonight, Rob Dog?
No.
You seem to be really kind of, I don't know if it's agitated or just focused or something.
I've last week on Friday, I attained some new keys for a recording studio that I've been putting in this last week. And I've been putting in about 13, 14, 15-hour days every day, just getting it ready. And we got 3 rooms over in the old Canoni building, and one of the rooms we're going to be cutting a big, huge hole in the wall to put in a window so we can see the other room.
And you okayed that with
I did, with Shelly Hartman, who's the owner of the building. She said good to go.
He probably asked when they were live on the air, and then it's hard to be like
she didn't have a
bad
choice.
girl.
That's right.
So are you going to rent this studio out? Or are you going to produce other people's stuff?
Well, maybe. Really, for the most part, it's just for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
have fun.
Yeah, so it's just another office.
He'll be the producer, and he'll go. He'll do that intercom thing and go, "All right, Rob, can you take another set?" And then he'll go run in the other room and put on the headphones. Right.
And I'm almost ready.
No, I've got a couple people that I've talked to about it who want to do a single and record some music there. So I will eventually be open to that, and if anybody does want to call me and they want to be a part of that, I'll make a great deal, especially if you're one of the first ones. But I'm kind of, to my good friends, I've kind of tossed out I'll do a single for you and a music video for $2,500.
Wow.
Typically, you're not even going to get a music video for $2,500. So, they got some work to do, because if they're going to have the typical party, or the typical music video, they have to throw their own party. like we did.
Invite
for the
their
ones
friends.
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a name for this music studio?
Yeah, it's called Moondog Studios East.
How about that?
Yeah, because the one over here in the
senior services.
Thank you very much. And the senior services is Moondog Studios West.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't see a sign
know that
on it.
either.
Well, probably because there was only one.
I didn't want to get a sign until I knew there was going to be a Moondog Studios East.
Well, what's
or north
funny
or south.
is it's like a half a mile apart.
Not even, it's a quarter mile. If I actually walked out of the back of here, I could be there in probably about 45 seconds.
It's a chemical, like the chemical bank when we moved up these parts and stuff, and they said, which chemical bank? There's the suburban one and the suburban one. That's the one they call on 43. That was called the suburban.
Well, I'll tell you what,
bank.
I think the bank kind of screwed up when they got rid of the suburban one and kept the downtown one.
Yeah, because that's no longer here.
Yeah, I think they should have expanded on the suburban one, sold the one downtown.
Oh, they would have made a lot of money on selling downtown property.
And kept this one because it's easier to get in and out of the suburban one.
And you can do a drive-through ATM, and you can, but yeah.
You can give away hot dogs in the parking lot.
You can do all sorts of stuff, yeah.
Can't do that downtown.
There's much more room. I think
Yeah.
Of course, they didn't ask my opinion, but I think it would have been a much better idea.
And they can't sell that building.
They obviously had some brain trusts in charge of it because now neither one of them are there.
What do you mean?
Right? Or is the suburban one still there? I go by it every day.
It's for sale.
There's a bank there. Yeah, there's a bank there, but they're not open.
No, and then the Huntington Bank is now downtown. It was Chemical Bank, then it was TCF.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Both of the
it's
chemical banks, because the suburban chemical, now they're both gone because they made a bad choice about where they went, right?
No, they were bought out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice.
Yeah. Because they lost your money. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, they did
I don't
not.
think that's true.
No, that's not true.
No. All right. So, okay. So now we just hit a barrier here, and I don't know where to go. What do you want to talk about?
Didn't it kind of sound like Papa Porky Pig?
I can do my Easter song. That should get people.
No,
it'll get people writing into the station.
No, let's not do that.
It's really not all that controversial. No. This here's a story about God's only son. Sent him down from heaven just to have a little fun. He was born in a stable and his mother was a virgin. At least it's what it says in the King James Version Bible, that is. Hey, what? And this is historical. This ain't like controversial, right? So, all right. It wasn't long at all before Jesus became a star. He was doing miracles for people near and far. Had 12 disciples that considered him a boss, but some people didn't like him, so they nailed him to the cross. Ooh. No, now, Rob Dog, did you not go to Bible study? It gets better.
That's all true. That's all true. It's all true stuff. Yeah,
I know, and it gets better. Well, 3 days later, no longer deceased. He came back from the dead just to have an Easter feast. 2,000 years later, we celebrate with a piggy hide an egg in. No, a bunny hide an egg in, a piggy on your plate.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's going to want to do a video with that now.
$2,500, yeah, buddy. Yeah, now people they think that's a terrible song, but it's historically correct, and it's just giving the information in a little ditty of a song.
Yeah, and the 50% that doesn't believe in God, that really doesn't matter, right? You could only really make.
There's 50% of people don't believe in God.
I don't think so.
I think in this country, I think that is starting to be higher. I think
really?
I'm not sure what those numbers are, but you know how many heathens we have in the United States of America?
That's sad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and it's probably, that basis you get through religion and those things, the lessons that you learn. Kids these days, especially without that don't know religion, these are, I think it has a great to do with some of our violent problems that we have these days. Is they don't have that basis in God.
They don't have their mamas and their grandmas making them go to church.
Yeah. And typically when you start talking about God in the family, it's a father and a mother that raise their children. Well, that's usually how.
Or grandma.
Yeah,
Grandma's a very.
Well, marriage is a religious term between a man and a woman. not between anybody else. That's the term that's used for
you might
religion.
as well just go out and say it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You
right.
might as well just say that. Just go ahead and.
Well, let's just not say that.
Well, I'm good with everybody's personal choices and all
Right.
that. I'm just
Me
talking
too.
in the biblical sense, So, but we miss a lot of those lessons, and that's why
It's
kids
funny how it
have
used to be a
problems.
show without no politics
Now we
and
got-
no
now we gotta
religion.
talk
Man, it
religion
really
today,
got politics and religion. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't know how that
We got
happened.
kind of deep, yeah.
So, it did get a little deep. So
We apologize,
we
everyone.
apologize to you out
We
there.
want you to have a happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
If you have any, hey, Tina Goodrich is coming to bail us out. Hey, if you have any feedback whatsoever on the positive or the negative, just send us an email at moondogpro. Well, just
Why
go.
don't we send it to your email?
No, just go to the website, which is
All right, we got to take a break
moondogshow.com.
on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
Hi, Tina Goodrich here with Jakeway Realtors, local to the South Haven community. I've been a full-time realtor for 16 years in Southwest Michigan. Let me put my years of knowledge to work for you. In today's market, you need a savvy realtor. Find me on Facebook or Instagram, or call me at 269-759-1076. Remember, when you think real estate, list with Tina.
And now, a special message from Paul Landecker, Operations Program Director at Midwest Family Broadcasting.
First thing that really impressed me about Moondog Productions was the Facebook videos that Rob was putting up. Some of the South Haven videos and some of the other things, the award-winning videos that he has and put up so everybody can see them. The quality that is in those videos, the time he takes, the expertise that he has in making our little town of South Haven look amazing worldwide. We asked Moondog Productions to do a couple of videos for our Summer Jam and Smooth Jazz concerts this past summer. Totally unexpected that he got those videos back to us within 10 days. I mean, it was quick turnaround. They exceeded my expectations on how they looked. Moondog Productions is no small town operation. And the work they do is major market stuff. It's really, really well done. We didn't have a big budget for this. Rob and Moondog Productions took every cent and made it all work for us very economically. The quality of the product, the ease of working with Moondog Productions, it's simple. I have no doubt that if you have need of quality, big-time video at low cost, Rob's your guy. Moondog Productions is where you need to go.
If you have branches hanging over your roof or weakened rotting trees near your home, then call Ufc Tree Care. At Ufc Tree Care, we specialize in preventing the devastating damage that can be caused to your home or property, because the chances of that happening are greatly increased with winter weather. If you don't already have a tree service, call us for a free quote. Go to ufctreecare.com for contact information. We also offer residential and commercial snow plowing. And most important, don't forget to tell us that Moondog sent you.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. And it's not Let's Talk Real Estate time, but Tina Goodrich is here. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning.
Hey,
How are
Tina.
ya?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Mason Dixon, Laura Russin are still here in the studio, of course. So, yeah, we were talking about all kinds of things. And over the break, Laura said, lighten the loafers. What were you talking about, lighten the loafers?
I wanted you to lighten the show up. I wanted you to
lighten my
not
load?
talk religion and politics.
She almost said not talk real estate.
I did.
Right.
I did. I didn't mean
That's
that. That
because
was
real
a,
estate's coming up.
that
It's
was
coming
a
up, yes.
slip. But I didn't want to talk any more religion or politics.
All right.
That's
All right.
what I meant.
Well, karaoke is still happening here in town at Harbor Light this upcoming Wednesday, starting
And
at 7
it's
o'clock.
420.
It's 420? Oh, man, that'd be awesome if we can get to close the place and have a
Yeah,
420
remember
party.
when the Curve Inn tried to do that? They
Yes.
said we're closing on weekends and having a what did they call it? A club?
A
It was a
cannabis
club. Yes.
And that didn't work out too well.
No, born on the 4th of July.
It was kind of different, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I walked back there once and I'm like, This doesn't seem like the cannabis club that I want to.
There was never a really big crowd. It was just a few handful, at least the times that I had seen it.
They had to go outside and smoke.
Yeah, it was out the back courtyard.
You go outside. We're a cannabis club, but we're going to bar you from smoking inside. You have to smoke. There can be a state law against that, smoking cannabis indoors.
I don't know.
No, I doubt if there is.
We should talk to, I know there's a place in Bangor that has events, and they want to partner with the Green Door. So I don't want to give too much away, but we should have them on the show. I'll talk to them about it. Not the Green Door, but the Barn Door?
Yeah.
That's the name of it?
No, that's what it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah.
So have you seen their new place in Waterville?
No.
They bought that big restaurant, the Green Door.
Mark Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, he bought that restaurant.
Because we drove by it the other day, and it has a huge green, it doesn't have like a pot leaf, it has like an X or something on there, but it says the Green Door.
Yeah.
And that's a big building.
That is a big building.
Was
I think when I was growing up, there was this Jewish kid show that was on Sunday mornings because they go to church on Saturday, so they didn't get Saturday cartoons. But I swear maybe that was the Magic Door.
Yeah,
was that behind the Magic Door? I was thinking it was behind the Green Door.
You took shrooms when you were that young? Behind the Magic
You were drinking moonshine when you were that little?
No, you're doing shrooms.
It was before our mama made us go to church, and we was watching the TV, and it's like, hey, they ain't no Saturday morning cartoons, but they had this Jewish program on there, and it was good.
Get over here and eat one of these things here, Mason. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, so we were still talking about karaoke, never got to finish. So
the lodge.
Karaoke at Harbor Light.
Yeah, Harbor Light on 420.
Yeah, on 420. Starts at 7, but everybody doesn't show up till 7:30.
Yeah, we just talked to Jackie. It's her birthday party, too, so come on, bring a gift for Jackie and a surprise, and she's coming after. She's coming late again, so hopefully.
She's coming late.
She have yoga or something?
She's teaching yoga, yeah, so you got to try to get them to keep the doors open a little later.
Well, that's going to have to be on everybody else because I try every time, and they're like, nope.
Well, maybe we
should
home. Talk to Tom and ask him if we could go a little later.
And maybe self-serve drinks, maybe, because that way they don't have to pay the bartender. You could just.
I made a phone call to ask just that question, and he's never called me back.
Mr. Tom, we need to talk to you because the karaoke has been going quite well.
Because I guarantee there's more people that's been in there on a Wednesday night in a long time.
Maybe Brooke should make the call because it sounds like Brooke has a good working relationship.
Tight, huh?
Yeah,
right.
And she sings karaoke, and she probably wishes she could get up there and sing a few more songs.
Probably.
And sometimes she's a little late getting there.
Is that every Wednesday now?
Every other.
Oh, every other Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, and then the lodge is in between there?
First Friday of every month.
There we go.
Yep.
So that would be...
Rob's kicking it out.
That would be... can you believe it's May already? Man, the summer people going to be here, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're going to have to sing Sweet Home Chicago to them.
That's a good song.
That'd be a good song for them,
It is.
And then Phipps. I'm going to sing Phipps.
Oh, yeah, the one that you wrote?
Yeah. Well, it's Finn's from... It's just a parody of Finn.
Oh, I remember that one, the Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett one.
Fins to the left, fins to the right. Put Phipps to the left, Phipps to the right. Like South Haven is in the summer.
What about singing some of yours and Tom's music down there?
It's karaoke.
It's karaoke.
I know, but
I certainly could hook up a karaoke track for that, couldn't I?
Do it. I think that would be really cool.
And then people would be like, I don't know this song.
I don't know. They'd be like,
but after a few weeks, it'll catch on.
Well, you throw a couple of those in there with the mix.
And you make videos, so you can even make one with words. So then people, like one of them lyric videos, and
what
people
about
can
doing
sing
a video
your songs.
with the music?
Bring the TV
and play the video with it.
Rob's like, oh my God,
that's
a lot of work.
Hey, do you bring all those fancy lights? Are all those yours?
Yeah.
Hey, I was at Harbor Lights last Saturday, and I didn't see none of you all. Delilah DeWild was playing.
Did she have a good turnout?
Dang, it was a packed house.
Nice.
There was people waiting and everything.
And I'm glad I didn't go.
She is so talented.
She is.
Where?
And it's at Harbor Lights.
Yeah.
We had her on the
good.
show last week. Didn't you listen to the show, or did you just listen to Let's Talk Real Estate?
She didn't even listen to that.
Oh. So, Delilah DeWild.
She's here.
Excuse me. I am am here.
Anyway, it's so impressive. Like, they don't have a set list. They don't take a break. They don't. They just keep. They have the bartender bringing them beer. That kind of helps probably. But they don't have any lyric sheets. They don't need a karaoke TV. Nothing. They have everything memorized, and they just go on and on and on and on.
Did she have a really cute dress on?
She was looking good. Had that flower in her hair and cute dress.
Tina, you'd love it.
And she plays the upright bass.
Vintage.
What's her
rockabilly?
She plays high octane rockabilly. Has an upright bass. It's real good.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I take it you went.
I was there, Rob Dog. I didn't see none of you.
What night is that now?
That was Saturday.
That was Saturday.
That was her last appearance in South Haven. So
for the whole year.
I'm not a big fan of shoulder to shoulder anyway, so I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, because
but still, to get a crowd this time of the year,
you
that's
used to
great.
like the super spreaders.
You need a beer. I mean, not beer. If I'm going to be shoulder to shoulder, I need whiskey or Captain Morgan's. Need something pretty hard for that.
Yeah.
It wasn't shoulder to shoulder. It was just there weren't no seats available.
It was full.
There was people
it.
standing along the edges of the walls and in the back and all that.
That's great.
Wow.
That's good to hear.
Fire marshal didn't come?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's very, very good, and I tell you had a good time.
Oh, of course.
Did you drink a beer?
No, Rob Dog, I only drink moonshine, and they don't sell that there.
They don't. Did you drink their cherry pop?
Uh-uh.
Oh, that's pretty good, too. All right, we need to take a break, and when we do come back after this break, we will be talking to Tina Goodrich about real estate on Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
Rob Byrd Moondog Show.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Are you planning a painting project and don't know who to call? Decorator's Choice Painting Company is one of the most highly referred services along the lakeshore. Serving this area for over 20 years, we look forward to providing professional services for you. Call us today at 269-270-5785 or email us at decoratorschoicesh@gmail.com. Take a look at our work at decoratorschoicesh.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Hi, this is Tom Balke from Decorator's Choice, and right now I am giving away 5 one-hour professional color consultations with my friend Jules Zaroff of Jazz Color and Design to the first 5 callers in the next hour. No purchase necessary, no strings attached. This is a $200 value, so don't delay. Call me now at 269-270-5785. 269-270-5785.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Hey there, it's Scott from Country House Furniture here. We are having a banner year and our store has been restocked and everything is on sale and specially marked for you, our great customers. Sofas, love seats, recliners, washers, dryers, ranges, refrigerators, mattress sets by Tempur-Pedic, Therapeutic, and Sealy, all at unbelievable savings. Stop by a Country House Furniture today at 08337 M140 Highway, right next to the new Senior Center in South Haven. And as always, we finance. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, Tina Goodrich here with Jakeway Realtors, local to the South Haven community. I've been a full-time realtor for 16 years in Southwest Michigan. Let me put my years of knowledge to work for you. In today's market, you need a savvy realtor. Find me on Facebook or Instagram, or call me at 269-759-1076. Remember, when you think real estate, list with Tina.
Let's talk real estate with Tina Goodrich.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. My man Mason Dixon and my girlfriend Laura.
It's your radio wife.
My radio wife. All right. My good friend who's a female, Laura Russin, and she's got a wonderful husband. So, all right, Tina Goodrich. It's Let's Talk Real Estate time with Tina Goodrich. Are you ready for it, Tina?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. You want to talk about contingencies? So,
yeah, I thought that would be a great topic, contingencies.
Well, let me guess. Contingency is if you're trying to buy a house and it falls through, you might have another house on the line. Is that what we're talking about?
I'm thinking if we don't sell our house, then we're pulling the offer. Is that what it is?
That could be a contingency, okay. Laura.
Or if you don't paint your windows.
No, I'm just waiting for you to tell us all about it, Tina.
No, we've all guessed. You're not going to guess?
No, I'm waiting for Tina. She's the expert.
How about if you don't fix that, I ain't going to buy it.
I ain't going to buy it.
That's right, right.
Now, he's got 2.
Repair, Laura.
I don't like that
If it
one.
falls into Lake Michigan, I'm not going to buy it. Is that another one?
Lord knows. If it's repair, it could be a contingency.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm selling
Something
another house.
Something tells me I don't
right.
want that house anymore as I look down on it from over the cliff.
Right. So contingencies can mean a lot in your agreement. It's contingent on maybe you selling your home to be able to buy another home, which I thought was a great avenue right now because our market is so tight that, our sellers are worried about selling because there's nothing out there for them to buy. Right. So a contingency, what I say here is very comfortable for the seller is putting their home on the market and putting out that are looking for something else on a contingency that your home is going to sell. So once you have your home on the market, then you're able to look at the market to buy. Even though yours may not be under contract just yet, you're still able to look and put an offer in on something contingent that your home is going to sell.
Okay.
So that really puts the fire underneath the seller when you do something like that, because the seller on the other home that you're going to be trying to buy is going to want to know that your home is going to sell in a short amount of time, especially if they're going to give you a contingency that your home is going to sell.
There's never any guarantee on that.
No. Usually you get a short, tight rope. So if somebody is making an offer on a contingency to another home, that seller's agent is going to want some restrictions coming back, such as maybe we'll give you 30 days to sell your home.
So they can't accept any offers in that 30 days then?
They can. They're usually that contingency from the other ordeal from that seller. So the next deal, that seller's agent is going to be looking out for his client also.
How can you even sell a house when everybody has a contingency for this, a contingency
it's
for
crazy.
that?
It's a little confusing.
Yeah. So, you go under contract, and these contracts have dates and times. So when you're making an offer on a contingency on another home, then that seller is going to want to come back and give you a short amount of time that says, such as, I get to keep my home on the market actively as a backup to attract another buyer. And if this buyer comes up and gives me an offer, then I'm going to give you 72 hours to come up with your offer.
That should be a TV show.
Yeah.
So then, you got 72 hours. All of a sudden, now this seller in the first place is under the hot plate. Now he needs to sell his place. He needs to maybe reach out to maybe some of the buyers who are looking at his home if he's not under contract yet, or maybe even consider a price reduction in order to meet those that time. And 72 hours is not, again, that's only what?
That's not much. That's 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
Really, that's only
and a lot can happen in 3
24
days.
hours that you're working if you do that standard 8-hour day.
And a lot can happen in 72 hours in real estate. I mean, in 24 hours, things change dramatically. Yeah. So if this seller really wants this home, he may do a quick price reduction in order to meet that 72 hours in order to stay under contract for the next house.
So a contingency really could stick it to you, or it could turn out in your favor.
Yeah, and it could actually,
Isn't that kinda
it
like
works.
gambling?
Oh, contingencies work. You wouldn't believe how many contingencies actually do work. You might think, oh, I'm not going to take that risk. But once you put that home under contract with the next buyer or the next seller, he too wants to sell. So he's going to be working with you to get your home sold. And so that's why each gives this short time frame on a contingency, 72 hours. So we're not holding up this guy to sell his home either. He's got to be able to sell his home, but he's going to give the first guy 72 hours. It may even be maybe 3 to 5 days you might get back from that seller.
Okay. Have you ever heard of somebody like seller number one buys, puts an offer on seller's number 2 house contingent on them selling theirs, and seller number 2's the one who ends up buying seller number 1's house? Has that ever happened?
Well, I would say it was a rarity that it's never happened with me.
They could have just swapped.
Yeah, they would just do the swapping houses. I've heard of it happening, so it's not like it hasn't happened. It just, that's a rarity that the same seller is going to want the other seller's home. But contingencies do work. And right now with this tight market, if you are, hesitant about putting your home on the market because there's nothing available, that's one loophole that you can work with, is putting your home on the market actively. You have to have it actively on the market. And then you can make an offer on another home contingent that your home is going to sell. And that gives you a little bit it just gives everybody a little leeway. Doesn't mean that you're locked in permanently. It's just a contingency that you're going to buy this guy's house if your house sells. And you kind of stay in that mode until this number 2 seller may get another offer, and then you will get back generally a 72-hour time frame to come up with the money or work something out that's like a negotiation again when something like that happens. So to stay under contract, you might have to give a little bit more money, maybe, or you might negotiate a little bit more time frame. Give me 5 days to sell my home. So there's a little negotiation when it comes with a contingency, but it keeps you under contract because you really want this home. So the seller's going to be willing to work with you. But you can get knocked off the plate, definitely, on a contingency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first time I've heard you use that term, knocked off the plate. I like it.
You can.
Hey, is that a baseball term there, Rob Dog?
No, it's not. I think she's talking about the dinner plate, right? Like a meatball.
I thought
plate.
you probably buzzed some batters there and brushed them back a little bit in your history of
a few on
pitching.
purpose, and most of them not. But we do need to take a break and make sure that if you are looking to sell your house, you list with Tina. And we're going to continue Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich when we come back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
If you have branches hanging over your roof or weakened rotting trees near your home, then call Ufc Tree Care. At Ufc Tree Care, we specialize in preventing the devastating damage that can be caused to your home or property, because the chances of that happening are greatly increased with winter weather. If you don't already have a tree service, call us for a free quote. Go to ufctreecare.com for contact information. We also offer residential and commercial snow plowing. And most important, don't forget to tell us that Moondog sent you.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out TrustandByrdBand.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's TrustandByrdBand.com. TRUSINBYRD Band.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
Let's talk real estate with Tina Goodrich.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Let's talk real estate time with Tina Goodrich. And, of course, Mason Dixon and Laura Russell are still here in the studio. And you had a little last week, a little open house, Tina. How'd that go?
We did. I had one at the 17845 Blue Star Highway, the ranch home with the nice large 28 by 48 pole barn, still actively on the market. We're at $325,000. And we did have a great turnout on the open house. Actually, Laura stopped by to say hi. But we had a good 10 people, maybe a dozen people that ran through the house. Mm-hmm. So I got some great feedback. And I did get a possible buyer out of the dozen people that did come through there. So sometimes those open houses do work. Not a lot of open houses in the last couple of years due to COVID, but they are definitely coming back, coming back out. So
the government said it's okay for us to do it again. All right, perfect.
It's good for us to do the open houses, no masking. So yeah, you're going to start seeing those open houses popping up on Saturday and Sundays. I actually, like I said, just had one at that 17845 Blue Star. Also wanted to mention about Ernie's Place. I just recently talked to Ernie.
That'd be the 50s diner?
That's the 50s drive-in.
Not everybody knows who Ernie is.
That was getting to it. Yeah, that's
update.
8510 M140, which is the 50s drive-in. That's still actively listed for $399,000, but I did get a call from Ernie's, and he is going to open for the season.
He's going to open.
Heard that.
I know.
Welcome back, Ernie.
I asked that question weeks ago, and you're like, oh, no, he's done. He's done. Everybody thought he was done.
We did. I was so surprised when he did call me, and he was talking about it, and then he called me the next week, which was recently. He said, I'm going to do it. I'm opening for the season. He is going to start with opening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekends only. But he did tell me that to go ahead and give a shout out on the radio, so I thought I would let everybody know that Ernie's back. He's going to be opening for the season somewhere towards the end of April 22nd, April 20th, somewhere in there.
That's coming right up.
That's like
you hear that as a perk to having Tina list your place. You can come here and talk about it on the radio.
Yeah, with Ernie's going back open to the public, I think it could be a positive thing. This would be a turnkey operation for anybody that wants to get into the business. This would be actively running, so you could actually jump in at any time.
What's great about that is everybody who has small businesses are having trouble getting staff and stuff. Let this guy hire the summer staff for you, and then you buy his building, and you get to keep them employed and don't got to find employees.
Good eye, Mason.
Thank you.
And that's true. With the turnkey operation today, that includes all the equipment and your employees that are working. So that'll be a great avenue for anybody that wants to start.
Let's at least preface that with, you might not get all the employees. Someone might leave.
They are free agents.
They won't be under lock and key to stay.
But he wants to retire, so it's not like he's going to take his employees with him to a different restaurant.
And it might be more appealing to a lender if somebody is going to be financing the restaurant. A lender would be more able to lend them the money with the business that's running. So I definitely thought it was okay for Ernie to go ahead and open the doors, go ahead and do it. He's doing the weekends only, but he's here for the season and will actively keep it on the market. So it is listed for $399,000 turnkey. Get ready for 50s drive-in.
Yeah.
And Rhyme Dog, you excited about that Italian beef coming back?
I think that's probably why he came, because of my offer to whoever bought it for
he's going to get free advertising.
Yeah, we'll have to have Ernie on the show now that he's coming back.
Well, that's up to you. He's your client. You can have him anytime you want.
We'll have to do that.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So, what else we got listed that we're trying to get rid of?
Well,
not get rid of. She's
selling.
She's getting rid of it off of her list.
She solves problems for people that have places they need to live and work, and she comes up with a solution.
I do got a couple new listings that I'm working on. We've got a ranch.
Why don't we wait for are they two totally new listings?
Yeah, 2 listings.
Why don't we wait for those, because we got this segment's just about over. Let's wait on those and do those for the next segment. What other listings do you have right now?
Williams Street.
Oh, yeah, we got the 515 Williams, Unit 5 and 6, which is the old Harbor Inn. That was the Round Bread Sandwich Company. He's got Unit 5 and 6. Unit 5 is the Round Bread, and then Unit 6 is still vacant. He started the barbecue sandwich deli on that side. So they're in the same building, but they have their own separate units, which is kind of neat. So somebody, again, who's looking to dive into starting a restaurant, this is a great one, because this one's $150,000, and it's turnkey. It has a lot of your deli equipment with it, such as, your deli prep tables, some refrigeration, and counters. The POS machine will go with it. There's security, and this building does have the sprinkler system in it, which is another great feature for somebody who's doing a restaurant.
Have you ever sold a house with everything in it that was
everything that was left?
Because it sounds like a pretty cool concept in my world right now.
Furnished?
Yeah.
No, not furnished. Everything in it.
He just wants to sell his mom's house.
I did not say that with whatever is in it. Can you sell a house with whatever is in it?
Well, sure you can.
Okay.
Sure, definitely.
Because that is my inheritance is all inside.
I think that a lot of times you're better to go through those items.
It's like that
and
storage wars
them.
where people were auctioning off and they bidding on the contents of a storage unit and they don't know what's inside.
The buyer.
My mom had a lot of stuff.
The buyer who bought it, they would just have an auction immediately, and whatever it sold for, it sold, because that would just be, a gain for them.
Man, if I sold everything piece by piece, there's another $250,000 in that basement. But I'm going to give most of it away.
Why don't you just do an auction?
But
you're going to give it all away.
A lot of time.
School stuff. Way too much time. I'm going to assemble my girls. We're all going to have some cocktails. We're going to start pulling crap out of the basement, put in the front yard.
And when he says girls, that means you too.
That means
friends.
Laura, Tina, Brooke.
Angelica,
yes.
Yeah, that house is going to probably be coming up on the market eventually.
Yeah, when I was talking to my brother, our best case scenario is middle of the summer.
Right.
With all we have to do to get it ready.
Yeah, because that's when you want it.
Yeah.
Right.
And really, the only thing to do to get it ready is get all the stuff out, because it's ready to go.
Good thing you have a new music studio.
It's real
you can
cute.
use that as a storage.
Nice
Reminded
house.
me of the gingerbread house.
Yeah. I have furnished most of my studio with stuff from Mom's house, at least one of the rooms so far. But we need to take a break here, and when we come back, we're going to have more Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Are you planning a painting project and don't know who to call? Decorator's Choice Painting Company is one of the most highly referred services along the lakeshore. Serving this area for over 20 years, we look forward to providing professional services for you. Call us today at 269-270-5785 or email us at decoratorschoicesh@gmail.com. Take a look at our work at decoratorschoicesh.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Hi, this is Tom Balke from Decorator's Choice, and right now I am giving away 5 one-hour professional color consultations with my friend Jules Zaroff of Jazz Color and Design to the first 5 callers in the next hour. No purchase necessary, no strings attached. This is a $200 value, so don't delay. Call me now at 269-270-5785. 269-270-5785.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Hi, I'm Holly Lawson from Drawing Children into Reading, also known as DCIR. We're an early childhood fine motor building resource that will enhance your child's visual ability to express and communicate in pictures and words. In the classroom, we start with proper pencil grip, develop a longer attention span, and kickstart a whole new world when your child learns to draw, write, and read in that order. To unleash the happiness and find out more about this groundbreaking program, visit DCIR.org.
Let's talk real estate with Tina Goodrich.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Let's talk real estate with Tina Goodrich time. Mason Dixon, Laura Russin, and of course the wonderful Tina Goodrich is here in the studio to tell us now about a couple new listings. Tina.
Yeah, so I'm working on a couple new listings, which I don't have under contract yet. So these are just a couple I'm working on. We got one coming up in Geneva Township, 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's going to be in the $200 price range.
I didn't think they existed.
Yeah, so if you're looking for that Geneva Township, this one's sitting on a couple acres, 3-bedroom, does have a basement. So if you're looking for that Geneva Township,
why would someone look for Geneva Township specifically?
They got blueberries there.
Blueberries?
Well, so everybody has their preference to be in Geneva, Casco, South Haven Township. What's the advantage of being in Geneva Township? Well, it's not far from town. They have a great township. This township area is only 2-3 miles, maybe 3 miles from town, and you're in Geneva.
And you got the Gingerman Raceway out that ways.
This one's a little bit more middle area, Geneva. This Geneva area, I want to say it's
close to Mooresville.
Gosh, everybody can hear Gingerman though. I swear, there's.
I can hear him over by the airport. So.
Yeah, you can hear Gingerman. But this one, again, this one's Geneva Township. It's going to be in the $200 price range. And then I have this other one that I'm working in town. And this one is on the south side. And this south side in South Haven is just on fire.
What's the south side of South Haven?
Well, the south side would be
the other side of the river, south of the Black River.
The bridge. So,
okay. You're talking the whole town.
South
basically.
basically.
The Black River divides the town in north and south.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like Aylworth by the 50s diner, the school, and it was south of there, or what?
Well, we're talking
south
like
of
the
Phoenix
south
Street.
of town, and then you're talking probably west of Broadway. So that area, that south of town is on fire, but all sections of the south area are on fire. I mean, even on the other side of Broadway, which was always the last choice if you were doing that short-term rental, you wanted to be on the west side of Broadway. But the east side of Broadway is just as, it's very popular.
Those are still the, kind of the old neighborhoods.
Right.
That's the last holdouts of the old neighborhoods. A lot of those, even on the west side of Broadway, are bought up by people coming in, and they tear the old houses down.
Yeah, they're tearing them down
put up a
and
new
putting
house.
the big ones in.
Yeah, and they really buy it for just the lot. And, our old kind of historic neighborhoods are dwindling, and that side of, Broadway on the west side or east side of Broadway is a little more intact.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're both desirable neighborhoods. Even over by Totlot Park, that's a very popular neighborhood.
Wilson and East Wilson,
Bailey.
absolutely. Yeah. That's where I grew up.
That's a great neighborhood. The neighborhood that I'm talking about, the listing I'm working on, is going to be over on the west side of Broadway and south of town, which is probably the most popular neighborhood now. I mean, north side is very, very popular, but the south side's get a lot of attention, and everything that comes up on the market in that area is sold within 7 to 10 days.
Typically, probably a little more affordable than the north sid.
It is more affordable, but the prices are definitely creeping up. I'm just amazed sometimes. As soon as something goes on the market, it goes under contract within days. It's like, wow, another record breaking. So, yeah, we're seeing a lot of that high 300 a square foot on the south side. I've seen it in the 400s, which that's kind of rarity for our south side. Seeing those numbers and record breaking going under contract, is wonderful for. Is that me? That must be
Tina Goodrich, her phone is going off.
Goodness, somebody might be calling on that pocket listing.
That's right.
On that pocket listing.
They're hearing the show right now, and they're giving her a call.
Pocket listing.
Yes. In the pocket.
All right. Well,
those listings are in the pocket for realtors.
Right.
You don't get to tell the address of them and prices. This is just giving you some hints on.
And just so you know, if Tina's not on the show next week, it's because her phone went off this week.
That does happen once in a while. Those darn phones.
Yeah. Well, we've got about a minute and a half left with you. What any other things we need to talk about? Make sure anybody knows. We talked about contingencies. We talked about your 2 new listings. Any other old listings?
You got a trailer for sale.
We're still looking for those listings. Of course, List with Tina.
List with Tina.
Yeah. So I'm still looking for listings and giving you the ideas about if for the sellers who are hesitant about getting on the market, you got that loophole of contingencies of being able to make an offer on another place. So, but you got to have your home on the market to be able to do that.
And of course, people probably have questions about contingencies because I bet there's a million of them that you can. The imagination.
Contingencies could be on a home inspection.
Yeah.
We are seeing a lot of the buyers waiving the home inspections, but sometimes that can get you in big trouble. I would suggest doing those home inspections so you know what you're buying.
It's like contract clauses for professional athletes.
Yeah, I always suggest to my buyers.
If you do this, we'll do this. If you do that, we'll do
the
this.
home inspection, because those are negotiation tools for you too. I know that some buyers are, waiving the home inspections, but they're still very good to do the home inspection.
Yeah, and you still got a trailer for sale over there at Goodies across from Burger King, right?
Oh, we do. We got the Avion for sale, the 1978 Avion, 28 foot. Anybody see that going by? Goodies Home Repair. That's our own RV that we're selling. We are asking $25,000.
I think it should be 30. Being that you're a radio star, and that's a little extra cachet for the for the camper.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to plug it in and light it up so you can get a really good feel it. If you're driving by, you can see the inside of it. If it gets some nice weather, we'll open it up.
I know what we need to do.
We need to have an open house.
We need to have an open house there. We need to sit out there, have a little fire, cook some dogs, and on the fire, and have people.
Yeah, that would be good.
Put it out just like we're camping out there. Put some tents next to it and stay the night there one night.
That would be hilarious.
I don't know why we couldn't do that.
Right.
Well, that might be a little extreme, but I think maybe having a few beers, with the open house.
You own the lot, so you're
an open camper. It's open camper, not an open house.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well.
So if you need to get a hold of me, 269-759-1076. Listwithtina.net, and you can always Google Tina Goodrich or Let's Talk Real Estate and find me that way too.
Google. All right.
Likes to be Google.
She likes it.
All right, everybody, we'd like to thank all of our commercial advertisers and sponsors. But first, I want to tell you, if you missed any of the show and want to go back to it, go back to moondogshow.com, and you can listen to the last 5 episodes or find your podcast wherever you get your podcast.
Subscribe.
If you get looking for video, Rob Dog's your man. Go to moondogpro.net. And if you want to listen to his good music, that's trustandbirdband.com.
All the music in the show is from trustandbirdband.com.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a good contract to have.
Yes.
All right. And
that was really a smart-ass kind of thing to say to me. Hurry up. Get this done.
Okay. So we want to thank UFCTreeCare.com, Masters Chiropractic, Rehabilitation, Gulata Imagery, Country House Furniture, Decorator's Choice, SH.com, and Drawing Children into Reading. You can find them at DCIR.org, Senior Services of Van Buren County, and YDCPAL.org. I forgot the dot there. And tune in next week. It will be on from 6:30 a.m. until 8:30.
Yeah.
And about now, we're going to do a big Easter howl at the Moondog.
Here in Kalamazoo.
Here we go. On the count of 3, everybody howl at the Moondog. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Howl at the Moondog.
Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, a subsidiary of Moondog Productions, can be found at moondogshow.com. Copyright 2022.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Truss and Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Truss and Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out trustandbirdband.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's trustandbirdband.com, TRUSINBYRD band.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all 3. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.